the Boston Bruins lose 5-1 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Two shorthanded goals. I'm not even gonna say really anything else. There legitimately are. There is one positive. There was one positive tonight. There was the Merkulov Coyle Frederick line. They played all right. And cool. You scored a power play goal. There's just one problem with that. In one game that in less than 3 power plays, there's just one problem with that. There's just one problem with the fact that you scored a power play goal tonight. Columbus scored 2 shorthanded goals, which is the same amount of goals you scored on the power play in 33 attempts. Look, you guys have been around for my tantrums thrown when the Bruins went 0 for 39 on the power play. You guys have seen me blow up on them for going 5 for 55 on the power play. This 2 for 33 stretch, and I think it actually goes a little bit I think it actually goes even further back. I think it's more 2 for 40. I think actually the last it's more like 2 for 43 or something like that. I was more so just trying to find the exact. Thanks, Windows. Go screw yourself too. I think it was more so just looking at the last time that the Bruins actually scored on the power play. This power play legitimately is the worst power play that I've seen the Boston Bruins have. This is the worst power play that the Bruins have had in the 22 years that I've lived on this planet. And there were some bad Bruins teams. The mid 2010s Bruins teams, that 2014-15 team was ugh. And need I say anything about the early to mid 2000s? Oh my God, to trade Joe Thornton and get admittedly the Thornton trade was sort of the Bruins just needing to blow it up, and then they got Phil Kessel, and then they traded him to Toronto, where they would inevitably fleece them for the second time in a couple years, and win a cup out of it. But that's the problem. They won a cup out of it. They won the cup out of it. The problem is the Bruins are currently locked into too many big contracts to really blow it up. David Pastrnak, you're not gonna blow it up with him making 11 and a quarter. Jeremy Swayman, you just inked him to 8 and a quarter. And Charlie McAvoy, oh my God. Okay. We're gonna have the McAvoy conversation. Charlie McAvoy is a bad NHL defenseman. He is terrible. He routinely misses defensive assignments. He's constantly in the box. He was bickering with the refs for a call tonight. Which, by the way, I'd never again want to until this team gets better to where the refereeing actually matters in games. I don't ever again want to hear about. I don't ever again want to hear Bruins fans complaining about the refs. I was willing to give them a pass for the Dallas game because Dallas is actually a really freaking good team. You're getting pantsed in your own barn by Columbus. You're getting pantsed in your own barn by a team that's barely holding on to any sort of hope they have as it slips through their fingers like sand. And you don't get the benefit of the doubt for bad reffing. You had 6 power plays and you scored on one of them against a team as bad as Columbus. This team sucks. And there is not a single better showcase of that than Charlie McAvoy with a wide open shot on Elvis Merzlikins after I think it was Pavel Zacha. It was either Pavel Zacha or Charlie Coyle tipping the puck away right to him. He had freaking kick your feet up, have a spot, why don't you? Right in front of the net. You had all day to wind up, and you put it right on him. At that point, bench you for the rest of this. At that point, you're benched for the rest of the period. I don't want to see you again on the ice. Anyways, Charlie McAvoy sucks. He is bad right now. Oh, and I think honestly, $9.5 million. Fucking piss it into the Charles. You are wasting the bag. You are wasting the bag. You are being paid like one of the best defensemen in the NHL right now, and you are pissing it away like it doesn't even matter. And really, so much of this game made me wonder one crucial thing. How much does this team actually miss Jake DeBrusk? We're going to have another... I guess we're having another conversation tonight. The Jake DeBrusk conversation. Now, look. I hate Jan as much as the next person. I think that her insane stalking of Jake DeBrusk... by the way, yes, Jake DeBrusk did have a stalker while he was in Boston. And it's one of the unspoken reasons why he wanted it out so bad. Why he actually wanted out. I hate Jake. I hate Jan as much as the next person. And fuck her. She can go fuck herself. Oh. But off ice issues notwithstanding. Management never wanted Jake DeBrusk to work, and he did. Despite everything that despite everything on the despite the writing on the walls of TD Garden saying we don't want you here. The dude actually had speed. He was the only person on this roster who could realistically maneuver through the neutral zone without shitting his pants. And you let him walk to Vancouver. And what do you get? And you also lose Matt Grzelcyk. And yes, I know I spent a decent amount of last season complaining about Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk sucked last year. He was and for what it's worth, I think honestly, after it was revealed that Forbort was playing a decent amount of the season with an injury and he was going to be sidelined for the rest of the year, I think we all were just hungry for another scapegoat. Grzelcyk with Grzelcyk in Pittsburgh, I mean Pittsburgh's not really great. They gave up 6 freaking goals in the first period one game, but he was a fast defenseman that would do literally anything to get the puck. You let him off his leash and he would run like a freaking pit bull into the boards for that puck. And what do we have instead? We have Nikita Zadorov who can't skate, who can't let his skate blades touch the ice 3 times without taking a shorthander penalty, and we have Elias Lindholm who got injured in the first period of this game. Oh yeah, by the way, the Bruins called up Jeff Viel, someone who in Providence had 39 penalty minutes in 14 games, and you can tell exactly, and you can tell that's exactly the type of person that he is by the fact that he ended up taking and by the fact that he ended up with a fighting major in the within 3 minutes of the first time he saw NHL ice this season, and then you didn't hear his name for the entire rest of the game. When you rack up the 6th most penalty minutes in the entire NHL, despite only playing 39 games last season, something is wrong. And you are not the person to call up. You are not the person to call up. I'm sorry. You can tell me that there's problems with grit on this team. It's not grit. It's not grit. It's the fact that you are slow as molasses, which is ironic considering everybody loves talking about the molasses flood in Boston, and it's one of the many things that we're known for. But this team is slow as anything, and you can't score. And every single day you log into Twitter. You're never gonna call it X. Let's be real. You don't call it X. You still call it Twitter. And you believe me, I do it too, and I feel no shame. Elon Musk can eat my farts. You log into Twitter and you look at the Bruins wall, and it says is assigned from Providence, and it's basically dear God anybody but Fabian Lysell. Oh, and I know some people are wanting to see Patra get called back up. Let's be real, Patra, even though he put on 15 pounds in the offseason, and he is still getting rocked by NHL defensemen. He needs to, as much as I hate to say it, he needs to bulk up. He needs to bulk up even more than that. And I think that sending him down to Providence was a bit of a hasty call, but I don't think it was necessarily the wrong call. Oh, bringing Jeff Viel up was the wrong call, though. Oh. So, what is this team gonna do? What is this team gonna do? Because I'm running out of ways to say the exact same things over and over again. I guess I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care.